Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, we're back in Owo land again. The Oluwo, of course, the Omoita that they have in their wisdom decided to appoint or elect, or however it is done, as their king. Guys, I bring you this. I can't be suspended. Oluwo fires back at traditional council. So the war goes on in Iwo land. Again, the headline, I can't be suspended. Oluwo fires back at traditional council. So now let's see now what the bus stop tout king that they have in Iwo land is up to this time around. Traditional ruler of Iwo, Oba Abdulrashid Akanbi, has said that nobody can suspend him from being the monarch of the town. He spoke in response to a punishment slammed on him on Friday by Osun State Council of Traditional Rulers over his assault on another monarch. In a post on Instagram, Oluwo attached a video showing him partying and dancing to a song that states that he was not pained by abuses. He said, I was never suspended as Oluwo of Iwo land. The Osun State Traditional Council has only recommended my suspension from the council meetings and activities for 6 months on the guise that my conduct being too flashy, stylish, human rights defender, and swagging. No, now let's just pause there for a moment. This is a king of a respected, conservative, traditional Yoruba stool, and these are the words that this empty head is. I'm sorry, but he is an empty head, and I make no apologies about that. So I am not actually sorry. He is an empty head. So this is the words that this empty head is using to describe himself, to describe the caution that they are placing on his conduct. And even before we get to the words, let's just look at the build-up. The king, who to all intents and purposes, especially within the Yoruba hegemony, is meant to be the final arbiter when you cannot find a solution anymore and you get to the end of your capacity to contend with anything, you take it to the palace, and then the Oba, which is the king in Yoruba land, will then use the wisdom and the counsel of his position and his stationing to then find you a solution to whatever it is that is either your dispute with another person or something that you're contending with personally. So it's a reverential figure, not him, this bus stop tout, but that stool, that understanding, that position within the Yoruba hegemony and Oba position is a reverential position. And this is now what this person that occupies that space is using, and these are the terms I should say that this person occupying that space is using to describe himself, and is describing himself, of course, off the back of being put on abeyance for assaulting, and that is a physical assault, by the way, not a verbal assault, but physically assaulting a fellow king. So this is now why he's feeling that they're weighing down on him. He feels that they are weighing down on him for being too flashy, stylish, and the effrontery and the low wit is now in this next phrase, a human rights defender. So a human rights defender, of course, is somebody that goes around throwing punches at people. So this is his understanding, of course. Maybe this is what they taught him in Canada, where he went to spend a few years, and he now is now thinking he's now from abroad and is bringing new thinking to Iwo land. So this is how he's describing himself: being too flashy, stylish, human rights defender, and swagging. So swagging, I mean, who says swagging? You just know the mindset already. This is I like the chief doctor, Fuji reggae, Fuji super. You know, it's a bus stop tout effectively. So it carries on, and that the suspensions is even subject to governor's approval. This clarification is important for public notice, or for the public notice. So this is what this guy has to say in his own defense. No contrition, no remorse, no understanding of what's being said to him, because of course he doesn't have the cranial function because of his low IQ. Of course, he doesn't have the cranial function to understand what people are trying to say to him. He just doesn't have it within him because he's not built. He doesn't have the. I mean, you cannot. A stupid person is a stupid person, and stupidity is something that should engender empathy, not a rebuke. So this is somebody that doesn't really have the brain function to understand what is going on around him or the expectations or what people are saying to him. So now him now thinking that it is because he's flashy and is swagging according to him is why people are now upset and weighing down on him for beating up an Oba. So the beating up the Oba is not a bad thing in his own mindset. It's not something that anybody would have issued with. The issue that they have is because he's flashy and swagging. You know, he's swagging like, oh God. Anyway, let's just leave it there. Conversations in the comment section. The Oluwo of Iwo. This is a gift that just keeps on giving. This guy, if he had a brain, it would be dangerous. So it's just as well. And thank God that he doesn't really have a brain. Come tell me what your thoughts are about this clown in the comment section, because he is a clown. I am comfortable. I am a Yoruba man, so it takes a lot for me to call a Yoruba Oba a clown, but this guy of course is not really an Oba, it's a clown. So come tell me now what you are making of this clown occupying the revered and the respected and the much sought after Igbo land stool in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.